crazy and go wild and welcome to the stage, the Scummy Mummies!
Hello everyone. Yes, it's me, Helen, one of the Scummy Mummies. Now, the other one was meant to be here tonight, but we had a bit of a mix-up with the Ocado order, and I had to eat her. So it's 2 for 1 tonight. I am so thrilled to be here. Have we got any parents in the audience tonight? Give us a cheer. Woo! I know, I am finally away from my fucking kids! Oh my God, I know, I'm so excited. I'm going to drink all the drinks. I'm going to have the best time. And I love my kids, because that's what you have to say, isn't it? I love my kids. But it turns out not all the time. So I am thrilled to be here. And of course, you're all looking fantastic here. You're looking fantastic at home. I thought I'd go a bit showbiz tonight. That's why I'm in my gold catsuit. I'm so showbiz, I look like a fat Oscar. Or maybe a really shit superhero. And I was thinking actually when I was getting this on, Jesus Christ, I was a size 10 before lockdown. It was a bit of a tight fit, and I thought, yeah, I look a little bit like a shit superhero. And what would my name be? I was thinking, maybe Captain Mum Tub. That's right, the woman with not only but 1 but 2 stomachs. Oh, both bread and pasta. And I've got a sidekick, Disco Burger. Disco Burger. I can do some disco. Would you like some disco from my Disco Burger? Yes! Okay, ready? By the rivers of Babylon. Thank you very much. That's like my ventriloquism. But yeah, I'm thrilled to be here. I am a mum. I don't make that up. I've got 2 kids, and actually, I just want to say I'm a really great mum. I'm actually a really good person, and the reason is that I had 2 natural childbirths at home. Yeah, I know. I just breathed them out. And also, I exclusively breastfed my children. So, yeah, I'm a great humanitarian. But it also means, 1 clap, thank you. But it also means that I no longer can sneeze with confidence. Yeah, lucky front row. And my boobs now are as long as my arms, right? So when I go down on all 4s, I'm actually on all 6s. Sorry for the erection up the back, lads. But yes, I think you might have gathered by now I am Australian. I don't choose to speak like this. Nobody would. It's like the batteries are running low in my mouth. And I've lived... Such a sexy accent. But I've lived here for 14 years, and the reason I've stayed in the UK is that I really don't like hot weather, I don't like really good beaches, and I don't like racism. So I think I'll stay here for a little bit longer. I love living in the UK. I like the mild weather, and the reason for that is that I'm a thigh chafer. Do we have any other thigh chafers in the audience tonight? Woo! Chub rubbers salute. The thing is that during the summer, my thighs like to make love to each other on a hot day, and that means that I can't wear anything loose. Like I can't wear a lovely loose dress or some flowy trousers, because otherwise my thighs will eat them. Yeah, I've got hungry thighs, and I mean no shit actually. Last year my thighs ate an entire pair of culottes. I know, that's right. It sort of looks like a gathered Austrian blind, sort of just billowing out of my fanny. It's a gorgeous look. And I just sort of left the house one day looking like Diane Keaton, and I came home looking like a fat Gandhi. Which is pretty nice. But yes, I love the way my body looks. I'm proud of how I look. I love eating, and fuck it, I don't care. But it's interesting that when you turn 40, the whole beauty industry thinks that you're basically a big bag of hairy shit. And that's putting it nicely. The other day I thought, look, I'll spoil myself. I'll take myself off to, like a beauty counter. And this woman who was barely older than a fetus suggested to me that I might consider using some anti-aging cream. Yeah, that went down well. What are you, a fucking wizard? No. But so she said to me, listen, she said, this cream will give me 72% more moisture and will actively reduce the visible signs of aging. And I said, listen, sweetheart, I can achieve that from having a bath in the dark. And that way I get to have a wank and a cake. Stick that cream up your fucking ass. So, but I'm on a bit of a, self-love, self-care kind of thing, because I've been stuck at home with my fucking kids for 4 months. So I thought, I'm going to treat myself to something pretty special. And this is the first time I've ever done this in my life. It happened last Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I went and had a full Brazilian wax. I know, spoily. Because nothing says me time than paying a stranger to drip lava hot wax in your foof and then just rip it out. It was everything I've ever wanted. I mean, when I had to actually spread my butt cheeks and she ripped the wax out, I thought, I feel like I'm pregnant. I'm going out with you now. This is the best night of my life. But it's a funny thing, because I know that all the kids are into it and you're meant to have a bald fanny. And the thing is, I'm just sharing with you and you at home. The thing is that if you have all your hair taken off your nether regions, your farts sound louder. It is like listening to two fish being slapped together. I'm not making this up. So yeah, you can look like a porn star, yet fart like a truck driver. Sexy times. Now, I should say this. Now, I'm doing all this sort of stuff because 2 weeks before lockdown, I became single. It was a surprise to me, not to him. So I have become a single parent during lockdown, which means, of course, I know, good times. I mean, I'm excellent at wanking. I really am. But I have discovered the joys of online dating from the privacy of my own home. So I'm getting into like sexting and all this sort of stuff. Look, I'm a 40-year-old woman. I know I haven't dated for 22 years. This is an absolute mindfuck. But there's this thing called Zoom sex. Has anyone done it? Right, okay. Here's the education. So Zoom sex, which I've tried, I'm just going to tell you, fuck it. My ex is not watching. So I hope. So Zoom sex is a bit like a Zoom meeting. Well, it's sort of like the opposite in that you film the other half of you. So instead of filming the top half, you film the bottom half of you, right? And generally, everybody wants to be there. You can legitimately do it from your own bed. And to end the meeting, it's not when everyone wants to go, it's when everyone comes. So, I mean, give it a try at home. Obviously, that's new material, so I'll keep working on that one. In so many ways, people. In so many ways, that is new material. Anyway, I'm so glad I shared it with all of you and that it was recorded. Anyway, I'm single. I'll be at the bar in 20 minutes. And I've got till midnight, so make it snappy. But the thing is, I sort of knew that my marriage was over because, things in the bedroom were kind of getting a bit slow. And me and my husband, we were only having sex, once a year. Or as we like to call it, annual sex. Don't knock it till you try it. But I just remember friends kind of helping us out and sort of saying, what you need to do to spice up your sex life when you're married is schedule sex in your diary. Yeah, I know, because there's nothing more sexier than appointments, is there? That's what you really need to do is just put a little reminder in your iPhone for Tuesday at 11 o'clock, just after you've combed the nits out of the kids' hair and had a fight about the council tax bill and then tell your husband what you really think of his fucking mother, and then you're feeling really horny and then you just get a little bing going, fuck the bastard. So maybe that's not what we needed, but what we used to do is also, there's a thing that they say, to drive a man wild, just act disinterested, just act sort of distracted, right? And I mean, if you've been in a long-term relationship, that's a real stretch. So what I used to do is if we were doing it on all fours or sixes, and while he was sort of in me, I would just pick up my phone and just scroll Instagram, just like a few things on Facebook, maybe do a quick Ocado order. It would drive him absolutely wild, it really would. And look, half the time I wouldn't know who was in there, to be honest, so, things have got a bit slack in that area. So what I used to do, a little technique you can take home for those in a couple, I used to say, just tap in, tap out, and then we'd all know we're on the same page. But it got towards the end, I just wasn't attracted to him. And the thing I didn't like about the whole sex thing was it was the man milk. It was the baby gravy. It was the muck that's involved in sex. And, I just invested in some nice Egyptian cotton sheets, and I didn't want him ruining that with his, So to keep things going in the bedroom, or, at least in our relationship, what I used to do is, every couple of months, to kind of keep things going, I would just follow him into the shower, right? And while he was in the shower, I'd just give him a quick handy, right? Just a quick little handy. And then the muck, of course, would just go directly into the plug hole. And it was very neat, and no one got dirty. And so that was very good. So once he was finished, I would just take off my glove, and then we were all done. But I think that's been enough from me. I've been Helen Thorne, one half of the Scummy Mummies. Have a really good night. Bye.
Give it up for Helen Thorne! Smashed it, babe.